Welcome back to Coach Central Sports. I'm your host, Monroe. We have our first ever debate, 101. To my right, we have Isaiah Moldonado from New York. To my left, we have Kenny Ojeikere from New York as well. Kenny is going to be arguing for Brady. Isaiah is arguing for Mahomes. Isaiah, I'm going to let you go first, okay? You have 1 minute. Each person has 1 minute and a 30-second rebuttal. Your time starts now.
All right. Now, Mahomes, although just getting started in his career, his 6 first years in the NFL since he's been starting, and a very impressive stretch, and honestly, probably more impressive than any 6-year stretch of Tom Brady's career. When you really look at it, 6 AFC championship games, 3 Super Bowls, 3 Super Bowl MVP, 2 MVPs, an impressive accolade list that he's only going to continue to stack upon. And when you really look at how much he's accomplished in such a short amount of time, you have to wonder how high is he going to climb and how much further is he going to get, because he's only 28 and there's so much time left in his career. And when you also take into account the fact that he's such an incredible playoff performer, honestly, he outmatches Tom Brady at times. If you take a look at the playoff ratings, about a 106 passer rating for Patrick Mahomes, comparison to a 90 passer rating for Tom Brady, it's not really close.
See, look, if Mahomes wants to get there, he's going to have to protect his body. And he doesn't do that so often. You see the hits he's taking where his body's bent in different angles. Mahomes, I don't think he's going to last as long as Brady because he uses his legs more. He's going to take more hits. He's going to take more of the vicious hits, whereas Brady, he dodged those. He didn't take a lot of sacks. He got out of bounds. He slid down on the ground. So that's why we saw Brady play till 45. So I don't think Mahomes is going to play till 45. You know what I mean? And then also, Patrick Mahomes has Andy Reid in his corner, who's an offensive-minded coach. You know, he's one of the best play callers of all time. Whereas Tom Brady, he had Bill Belichick, who was a defensive-minded coach. Tom Brady as well, he had only Gronkowski and only Amendola and Edelman really in his corner. Whereas I'm not saying Gronk is bad, but you look at Pat Mahomes, Travis Kelce, one of the top 5 tight ends of all time, Tyreek Hill, one of the greatest receivers in the NFL right now.
All right, you got your 1 minute arguments. Isaiah, I'm gonna have you 30-second rebuttal, okay? You got it?
Got it.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, you just said Travis Kelce is about a top 5 tight end of all time. Well, most people would probably say Gronkowski is the top tight end of all time. You also take into account that Julian Edelman, although his production in the regular season is just okay, he's one of the greatest postseason receiver performers in NFL history. There's a reason he took a Finals MVP away from Tom Brady. And don't forget, he also had Randy Moss, so he didn't get it done with him. Brady has had plenty of weapons, and the fact that Tom Brady has had Bill Belichick, having a defensive-minded coach also helps him.
Well, you bring up defense, which is a great point. We have to look at the eras we're playing in. Tom Brady, he had to go up against the likes of Ed Reed, Ray Lewis. They weren't protective as they were now. If you throw the ball across the middle, those dudes are coming to light your head on fire. Whereas Mahomes and these receivers nowadays, they're protected. They're treated like cupcakes. You see the roughing the passer flags that Mahomes gets, easy 15 yards for just a tap on the helmet. Kids used to be able to kill Brady back then. And I feel like now in the era that we're seeing now, it's a little on the softer side, whereas Brady, he was tougher, and he did it against Rivers, Manning, Roethlisberger.
All right, Kenny, I'll have to stop you right there. Great arguments, gentlemen. But we have 3 judges to decide who had the best argument. We're going to start with Mitch all the way on the right.
You know, while Isaiah was pointing out a lot of good points, I am going to have to go with Kenny on this one. Mahomes has to deal with the test of longevity. And I think right now it's too early to tell, and he really has a long way to go to get to that Brady point.
For myself, I honestly have to go with Kenny. I believe that Tom Brady has had a long-lasting career, and compared to Patrick, he's building those steps in momentum, but Patrick is just not there yet.
I'm going to have to go with the Kenny sweep here. Brady's simply a GOAT, indisputable, and like he was saying, a lot of these quarterbacks nowadays are just getting hit too easily, and Brady's got it like that.
Well, that wraps it up for Coach Central Sports. Kenny's our winner. Who will challenge him next time? We'll see you next time on Coach Central Sports. Congratulations, Kenny.